saw 31 pounds. Did you, were you watching the AFRs? I wasn't.
Yeah, 10.7.
Oh, nice.
It was rich. So, I guess if we turn that fuel pressure up too much with this big pump, it messes up those injectors because we went over 100 PSI of fuel pressure and maybe they just can't operate with that high of pressure on top of them. So, I turned it back down and it seems to be good.
He's ripping again, hell yeah. That definitely feels like a 9-second right there, brother.
That's been a good launch.
Yeah.
Day 3 of Sick Week, boys. Made it to Orlando Speed World. It was about an hour drive from the hotel this morning. I like the new name. Alright guys, we made it to Orlando after a long day yesterday, but we were able to get the clutch changed. Had to deal with the alternator a couple times, but we made it here. And now we are just waiting for them to call us up to make our pass. We went ahead and did a test rip down the road, as you guys just saw. I lowered the base fuel pressure back down. That seemed to fix everything. It is ripping again. And after looking at the log, it has a little bit more fuel than day 1 did, but we didn't crank it up so much that it messed it up. So I think we're gonna be in better shape today as long as everything holds up. We're gonna have to see if that clutch wants to hold the power and the weight of the Rowdyssey today. But we went ahead and got her on the slicks. So we are in race mode, ready to go. And once they call us up, we're gonna stick it in line and see what we can do on day 3 here.
My boy pulls up in a Battery Boys shirt. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Dang, Kyle. Selling more planes?
Yeah, we've been so busy with the Rowdyssey fixing her up that, you know, the plane business had to go on hold for a minute. But we got some customers and we can't let them down.
We're running low.
You're the first one of the day.
Hell yeah.
The F-22 Raptor, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna phone with this, but I can't fly here. They're yelling at me.
Yeah, don't fly here.
We're not flying here, don't worry.
And if you do, you didn't get it from us.
Yeah, you didn't get that from us.
No problem.
Actually, you did get it from us. Tell your friends. We need to bring some more business in to get rid of our restock on the plane. So I got
Planes, get them while they're hot.
got Emilio sign flipping,
Kyle planes.
seeing if we can get some more sales. What you got with that thing, dude?
You know those guys in the corners, bro? I don't know how they do that shit. Kyle's planes. Y'all ready to fly? Yeah, I got upgraded. Got a promotion.
All right, guys, we're in the lanes. Line is moving. Let's see what she does for day 3 here. Hopefully that clutch holds up. Let's give her hell.
All right, here we go. Orlando Speed World, day 3. She felt fine on the street. Should be a good pass.
Yesterday.
What was it, a 10-1 or 10-7?
10-7.
Okay. It's so hard to see that far, man.
Yeah, I guess the 7 could look like a 1.
Yeah.
The 60 foot was terrible. I rolled out bad. Like, it left good once I finally let it go and let go of the e-brake, but it rolled out. So I did a 1.79 60 foot, basically a 1.8. So 2 tenths off the 60 foot, easily killed 4 tenths off the back. Just with the 60 foot, we probably would have went like a 10-2 or something. But it started to go lean a little bit again, so I let up also. So So, but it was running way better overall. All things considered, that was solid, and we ran a 10.7.
Still 10-second minivan.
Yeah, 10-second minivan, still making it through sick week. And yeah, we'll call it there. Load back up.
How'd the clutch feel?
Going. What's that?
How'd the clutch?
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, held all the power.
All right, let's switch her back into street mode.
Yep, that's the second time we went against that Camaro.
Oh yeah.
Twice now. I mean, it makes me feel so slow. You're going to 7.2 next to me at almost 200. But yeah, I guess let's get her back into street mode because that's as bad as we're gonna get for today. I want to try to do some more testing on the street and stuff, maybe see if we can get the feeling a little better, but we're going back in the right direction now. Well, we were getting these street tires back on, getting ready to load up and hit the road, but
Thought we were good, man.
we found a puddle under the Rowdyssey, and it looks like it is coming from the transfer case. You can just see a drip come off right there. It is transmission fluid for sure. And I want to say I did hear a slight drivetrain noise at the end of that run. I wanted to ignore it, but we can't ignore that.
Can't ignore the leak, man.
Yeah, she's leaking, boys. So we just went that 10.7 on a hurt transfer case. I guess it's probably a good thing it didn't launch hard because it might have not even made it down the track.
I think you predicted this because you brought.
That is the
brought
one
something.
thing I brought. So
He didn't bring anything, but he did bring that.
the one spare part I got is the billet upgraded transfer case from my hatch because this one had a stock one in it. I knew that would be a weak link, and looks like we're gonna have to change that out. It probably split the case right where it meets up to the bell housing there. Probably messed up the spider gears a little bit to cause that separation to split. That's my guess. So it's definitely leaking right there where the transfer case goes into the transmission. So we're gonna have to pop that guy out and probably throw the new one on there before we can hit the road.
Fun. Day
Yep.
3.
Doesn't stop.
Yeah, they actually backed them up because they wanted to look at that part of the 330, so they're going to check that real quick. And it does look like they are going
That's
to
a lot of fluid.
some track equipment.
Is that color you
So they're in the back.
Yeah.
They're cleaning up.
All right, we got the transfer case pulled out. Everything about this is stock except for this gear right here, but all the innards are factory. Knew it was a weak link on the minivan. You can also see where it cracked this center plate right there, and that's why it is leaking. So we're gonna go ahead and put the new one in there. I got that guy unwrapped right here. This is a full billet upgraded transfer case. This one came out of the hatch. I believe this was actually the one that was in the van at one point as well, but this one's fully upgraded, ready to roll. So we'll plop that in there and should be good to go.
Yeah, baby.
The only other thing too is we might have to go and get some more trans fluid because we only have 1 quart left, and we definitely lost more than a quart coming out.
You put more. You put extra in it.
Yeah, I put extra in for this road trip because the last time we road tripped the Rowdyssey, 5th gear got really hot because it didn't have enough fluid to get to 5th gear. So I overfill the trans just for the journey to make sure that 5th gear that we're cruising in gets lubricated well. So we're definitely gonna need to stop for some more fluid, but let's go ahead and get that one in there. All right, guys, we got the new transfer in the van, put my last quart of transmission fluid in there. We're gonna have to stop, probably throw an extra quart in there for the reasons we explained, but this one is done, guys. Look, completely locked up. And if you give her a shake,
Oh yeah.
you can hear all kinds of good stuff inside of there. So we're gonna go ahead and just pack this one away because it still does have a good gear on the outside, so I wanna keep that. But the rest of it is junk. We are all loaded up here, ready to hit the road, turned in that 10-second slip. Transfer case should be good. Should be good.
Well, now it's good. It's a lot
Yeah.
better. We got the billet one in there, but I was just thinking we're getting good at this. We're like packing everything up. We got everything has its place.
Yeah, we're getting a system going.
We're getting less planes, so we're getting more room in the back.
Yep.
We've been selling a lot of them things.
Yeah, we restocked back at my house, and yeah, we've been slinging the planes. We got some time to get some more sales today. From Orlando, we got to go to Gainesville now, and tomorrow they don't start racing till 11 in the morning, so we should have some time to. I'm not gonna say it.
If everything
I'm
goes
not
well
gonna
on
say it.
time,
I'm not gonna say anything
We don't
actually.
say anything until we get to where we have to go.
Yeah. Okay. So
Next
let's
is
go
the
ahead.
checkpoint.
Yeah. So we got some checkpoints to hit today. Let's hit the road, boys. Getting ready to head out from our first checkpoint on day 3 here over at Ant Catfishes on the River. That was some good catfish.
Really good. And I heard the cinnamon rolls are really good too.
You heard?
I didn't want to say that I ate it, you know what I'm saying?
You had a cinnamon roll, dude.
I said I heard.
We both had some cinnamon rolls, some catfish, and we're getting ready to roll out. We got the Rowdyssey parked back over there, but we were in there for a little bit. I was trying to get an upload done and some editing, so that's why we're losing daylight.
There might be a lot of smoke out here because everybody's doing a burnout on
Yeah,
the street.
they're doing trailer burnouts. You can see all the people gathered up over there. I think we should give them a little something on the way out. We can't do a burnout, but
We can do other things.
we can, you know, get a couple flames going for them. But we got to go ahead and get a quick picture right here before we head out and continue on.
On to the next checkpoint.
Who's this guy over here blocking me in?
I figured, you know, the pewter vehicles here had to stick together.
How's your journey going so far?
It's been pretty smooth, knock on something. But yeah, it's been pretty good. The car drives on the highway great. I mean, it's like kind of just cruises. The hum gets old after a while.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys are in the same boat where it's just like.
Yeah, I have my earbuds in and we have
That's
some
what I've been
headsets,
doing,
so.
Mike just can't hear him.
But I'm definitely curious to see how yours does because, you know, when we get our 2J Civic going, it's similar platform, so it's cool to see that it's...
cruise is fine.
All right, well, let's get our picture and head to the second checkpoint. Dude, what are you doing in here? You really thought you'd scare me like that. I was putting my laptop away and Mike just grabs my wrist hiding in the back.
To scare him, bro. Dude, my head hurts.
He was waiting in there that whole time we were filming.
All this metal. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dude, I was trying to I grabbed his hand and he's just like like didn't scare him.
No reaction at all. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Oh my god.
Well, we made it to the final checkpoint of the night over here at the Hoot Owl farmhouse, but we went to fire the Rowdyssey back up and the starter does not sound great. And it was spitting a little coolant, not too worried about that, but the starter sounds rough. Here, you can hold this.
Let's see.
What happened, man? I don't know, but the starter definitely, Jimmy heard it. Jimmy heard it. It's messed up. I don't know, but it fixed itself. Because you were trying to leave without me, brother. I guess. It ain't gonna start.
That's it. What's the question? I didn't realize, like, it's a real race car.
Yeah, it's a real race.
It's a real race car.
Warm her up a little bit.
Warm it up a little bit?
Yeah.
Like, warm it up?
Just warm it up a little bit. Warm her up one more time. It was way more rowdy. It was way more rowdy the other night.
Yeah, he's not a Honda guy, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's just, you just must not be a Honda guy.
First car, GSR hatch. EG GSR hatch.
Dang, what happened after that though?
Integra, 94 Integra LS with Type R front end on red rotors.
Okay.
Oh!
He's still
Honda boy?
He's still.
I'm a Honda
still a Honda
boy?
boy,
Yeah, let's go!
Do it one more. Hold on.
Before the cops get here. Oh, get in there before the cops show up, please, please.
We made it to Gainesville, boys. This is the last drag strip before going back to Georgia. All we need is the Rowdyssey to keep going A to B today, make that drive back, break the beams tomorrow. Maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let's focus on
That was
today.
a good dream. That was a good dream.
Let's just focus on today.
I was letting it ride.
We're getting close.
Yeah, we are.
Welcome to day 4 of 6 week 2025.
Woo-hoo-hoo! The energy, baby.
There it is. All right, guys, day 4 of sick week here in the Rowdyssey. And as you guys know, we've been having some fuel issues along with all the other issues, but I took a look at the log again and I think we figured it out. I think all of our issues are due to a bad wideband sensor. So I'll try to explain this real quick. The very first day, the top of fourth gear, the wideband reading exponentially just ran away at the top of fourth gear, right? And it makes sense because I knew that this fuel system might not be able to keep up. Fourth gear is gonna have the most load. So it would make sense that the fuel was just starting to really run away. And I thought, you know, we're just out of fuel. So to combat that, I cranked up the base pressure to try to get more fuel. And then the van ran like crap. And then the AFRs went even higher lean. And I'm like, what the heck? How's that even possible? And then I attributed that to maybe the injectors weren't working right from the high base pressure, but it was making a little over 100 PSI. That really shouldn't affect anything. I was just trying to figure out what might have happened. Yesterday, after we turned the base pressure closer back down to where it was, but not fully back down, it ran a lot better. And in first and second, or those couple rips me and Amelia did on the street, it felt great. But then once we got it to the track, same deal. It was way better, but the wideband's saying that the fuel's running away. And then I looked at the log, and second and third gear felt great on that pass. And then fourth, I noticed that the wideband was reading funky, so I let out. It was making, I don't know how well you can see this, but it was making 32 pounds, both second and third gear. But the wideband saying that we're at 44 AFR across the board. Let me tell you something. If that were true, I mean, it wouldn't even run at that air-fuel ratio. And if it were anywhere that lean, actually, this thing would have blown up a long time ago. So I think all of this is because of that wideband sensor acting funky, because it reads normally okay at the beginning here. Then as I make my run, the wideband exponentially shoots up, and the fuel tech is correcting a max of 30%. So the fuel tech's like, oh crap, we need more fuel. The wideband's going crazy because it's referencing that sensor. And I actually think this whole time our problem is that we're too rich. So with the wideband kind of wigging out the way it did on day one, I didn't think anything of it. I just assumed we're out of fuel because the Rowdyssey has ran into that problem in the past, but this is telling me that that wideband sensor is just acting funky. So I think the only thing that we're gonna be able to do is change the wideband. I did bring another one and try it again. Well, as I was taking the wideband sensor off, we found, me and Emilio found out why it got a little warm in the car last night.
I was like, it's getting a little extra hot.
Man, this exhaust is really, it feels a little warmer than it did yesterday. You guys look down here, looks like we've been two-stepping her too much, boys.
It's going right into the car.
I'm blaming Jimmy Dale for that one.
I put some tape there to see if it'll direct the hairs
so
another
we
way. But
completely cracked the exhaust all the way around. It has maybe 2.5 inches left of weld holding it together, and we don't have time to fix that right now, so I'm gonna have to make a pass as it is. This tip might just break off, and we'll have to figure that out afterwards. And luckily it's not aimed at anything flammable, and most of the exhaust should come out of here still.
Well, hopefully it's just that sensor and we're good to go again.
Yeah, so that's all we can do. We're gonna throw the new sensor in there and get it up in line because we're second group of the day and we just don't have too much time to test it. But that'd be great if that's all it was. All right guys, got the Rowdyssey in line for day 4, sick week here. Hopefully that wideband fixes all of our issues. We didn't have enough time to take it down the road and just give it a quick test trip to see, but after looking at the log, there's no way that wideband was working right. So I'm hoping that that fixes it and that we were actually just running too rich this whole time. It all makes sense, honestly. So I think that that's gonna do it. And if everything's all good to go, I'm feeling a 9-second rip right here. I think it's time we lay it down.
It's in the air, it's in the air.
You know,
sure.
The exhaust might break off while we do it, but I need to see this thing back in the 9. So that's what we're hoping for. Either way, as long as we go A to B and don't break it for tomorrow, that's what we really want to accomplish. But they're gonna prep the track before the slick cars go up, and then we'll see what we can do.
All right, here we go, day 4, first pass. Let's see if that wideband fixed it. Hopefully we can see a 9.
Come on, Rowdyssey, A to B.
Come on, Rowdyssey. Treat us good.
Well, that is not good. That is not good at all.
Lock up, my boy.
Wow. back tires almost came off the ground. Oh, we got some fluids.
Hey, we got fluid on that right rear.
And right here too, in the front by the diff. Diff. So the most of it is that diff right there though. It's leaking, so I don't know if we. Ooh. Oh man. No.
It's gonna need all four. It's all-wheel drive. It might be locked up in the rear. It was about to take off.
Dang, dude. We just changed it yesterday. Dumped it a little too hard.
I ride it pretty good. But
Oh man, the back tires almost came off the ground.
damn.
Don't tell me we're walking to Georgia.
From all those ricer ass two steps last night.
Dang it, man.
Not what we wanted.
This guy said you can't park there. I hate to say it, but day 4 sounds like maybe the last day, man.
Day 4 might be it, dude.
Day 4, not looking too good for us right now.
That thing, they locked up bad.
Dude, the rear of the van came
Did it come off the ground?
It came up pretty high.
I feel bad. I don't want to slow the track down. There was literally just a water down right before us. It felt like it was strong. I think the wideband fixed everything. I mean, it was first gear, but I had such a good feeling about that wideband. It was gonna go.
But instead it let go.
Only hear another loud bang.
Oh. That was a strap.
I got a rear locked up on that one.
Man, should have brought a whole transmission. How far are we from the house?
Something's locking up in there. It's snapping their straps. At least it broke right there, not like at the 8th mile or way down at the end. I guess we'll have to pop the drive shaft off and at least pop that transfer case out and look.
Should we weld the exhaust today?
I think we got bigger issues, dude. Yeah. Come on, Rowdyssey, why? Dude, that was gonna be the one.
Yeah.
All right, I guess let's jack it up and see. We might be done tonight, guys. I don't know how bad that is. If the trans is unfixable or something more than just the transfer case, we're probably done for the event. Because
yeah, there's no way. I mean, I don't even know if we can get a diff out here, but well, we'll figure it out.
yeah,
Let's get back.
we'll pull it apart and see.
All right, so we're gonna try to take the drive shaft off to see if we can get these rear wheels to spin. That way we can try to push it over.
Yeah, I put so much Loctite and stuff on the Allens up there.
Those ain't gonna come off too easy.
Yeah, and without being able to spin the drive shaft, I can't get that front one off, so I'm gonna take it off at the middle here. It would be really nice if we just gave up now, but I don't want to give up.
We're so close.
So close, we just got it. We broke the beams, so we can turn in a 20-second slip for breaking the beams. And if we just get the trans fixed, absolute worst case scenario, guys. I made a phone call. I have one of my backup sequentials at the house, and we're gonna try to get it on the way while we work on this. And if the trans has to come out, then we'll try to finish out the event front wheel drive. I'm assuming if the transfer case broke, we'd be able to put it in neutral and kind of roll it and start the motor. But the motor, even in neutral, is still attached to the entire drivetrain. So that's telling, I think something more serious is wrong in the trans. Like
Gotcha.
I still don't have, I can't go back to neutral.
Oh,
In
got you,
neutral,
got you, got you.
everything's still locked up. So that's where I'm like,
Yeah.
it might be something serious. So that's gonna be worst case scenario, guys.
Yeah, let's dig into it a little bit more.
But man, that was gonna be the one. She was about to make a solid rip right there. I felt it. And we just put this new billet transfer in, man. If I mess that thing up, I'll be a little sad. Whatever.
All right, so we're gonna attempt to pull it with this golf cart. It's an electric golf cart. We can't steer the front, so we're gonna have to kind of push it where it needs to go.
Jesus, man.
This is not an ideal situation.
Not looking too good. We got the drive shaft ratchet strapped in the rear. That way we can get the rear tires to move. Working so far. Just don't hit anything in the lanes. Out of all the spots,
Dang, a little pothole took us out.
Yeah. You can try to push it back, but we might need the jack. Gonna need a new side skirt. Well, we got the Rowdyssey back to our spot over here. We got her jacked up. It's really not looking too great.
not looking good at all, man.
Drivetrain is completely locked up, and
We might be done.
this might be it, boys.
I don't like to say that.
I don't like to say that either, but this is gonna be.
We just don't have all the parts to fix it, man. Like,
I was thinking about bringing a backup trans, but I was like, we won't need a whole transmission.
you brought the transfer case in.
Yeah, I thought
We
that
already
was
used
gonna
that.
be the extent of everything.
Yeah.
But man, guys, we really did try to make it through. We only had one more track to get to. We did break the beams today, so technically if we could figure something out, we're good, but that might do it. We're not too sure, but
The trans is a pretty big deal, so.
yeah. And I gotta get caught up on editing, uploading, and everything from yesterday and today as well. So we're gonna end it off here. I don't know if we're gonna make it through or not. You guys will just have to find out in the next one. Drop a like, wish us luck, and that's where we're at.
No, we tried.
We gave it our all, boys.
We did, man. You can't say we did.
We gave it our all.